All right. Hey everyone, hopefully you can hear me just fine. And let's make sure, double check I'm streaming here. Okay, great. Welcome to today's live stream. It is Monday, November 10th, 2025. Hope you're doing great. Big rally in the markets today. The news, as you've probably already heard, government's going to go back to work in the US. That is looked on very favorably, and as you can see, it's reflecting in the indexes. And NASDAQ up huge 2% move today. Dow up a 0.65% move. S&P 500 up over 1%. So big moves also in commodities. Look at silver up back over $50 an ounce, 50.33, up $2 today, 4.5%. Bitcoin on a big move, gold up as well. So things are moving in the right direction. I don't know if this is a sustained move or short-lived. We're going to really have to see, keep our eye on this situation. Look at gold up nicely as well. Big dip and then back earlier over 4,100 today. And yeah, up 41.11, up $108 an ounce. Silver up as well. This is, I think, the beginning of a short squeeze that we're going to see in precious metals, and this is moving higher. This dip in silver was a gift from the silver community that I don't think we're going to see prices like this for a very long time. I think it's going to continue to move higher just like it is today. This is going to be a sustained move. I believe that we're going to see moving up higher. It's going to get past that previous high of 54.24, and it's going to shoot through 55. We could see silver at 75 an ounce by year end. That is my prediction. That's what I'm seeing. So how do you take advantage of that? How do you play that situation? Well, this stock here, First Majestic, ticker symbol AG. See if I can zero in on the chart for you. Get it to fit the screen. And right there. Okay, so it took the bounce here November 5th. 1067 it looks like was the low. Now it broke through price action today above the SMA 50, sitting at 1188. Price was 1192 just a few seconds ago. But we've got the MFI 3636. As you know, that is oversold territory. Time to buy. So this is what I recommend. First Majestic Silver Corp. We got a 4-star rating, buy rating on the stock. You can pick up shares of this at 1188. And then, of course, the actual silver itself, right? So, I was thinking about this too lately, with this move in silver, when we get to these levels and or higher, you may also want to start picking up, like instead of silver rounds, silver dollar rounds, you may want to start picking up silver dimes, silver nickels, as silver keeps moving up in price, because that might serve you down the road. So that's just kind of what I've been thinking of lately, is picking up some of those other options than silver dollars. So silver nickels, silver dimes. So we'll see, as silver goes up higher, if it hits $100 or $200 an ounce, the tradability of it is going to increase over time. And the more expensive it gets, we're going to have different denominations in actual coins. So anyway, take a look at that. News out on Big Bear. Earnings are after the close. And I mean, you can see this chart. It's been wanting to get higher, but it certainly made a dip down with everything that sold off last week in the market. It dropped, and let me get my head out of the way there. And now we're sitting with the MFI at 29.95. And that, I think, at this level is going to prove an interesting buy here. But we're going to have to see. Historically, it has disappointed earnings bigly, right? Like this stock, for whatever reason, runs up ahead of earnings and then drops. I mean, you can almost tell, you can almost see when these quarterly earnings hit and the stock price just gets decimated. Yeah, let's, I mean, here, these, this is all earnings related, these drops in prices. And this drop recently was from a recent high of 891, and then the stock drops, but so did the entire market. But still, we've got to watch these earnings very carefully because it could very well impact the stock in a negative way. Hopefully it doesn't, but that's the reality of Big Bear. And so let's keep an eye on that. Today, after the close, is our earnings posting. So take a look and see, what we're looking at. Here's a snapshot of earnings for the week. And we have, let's see if I can bring these into the screen here. Before the open was Monday.com. Stock is really selling off now. I'm noticing, you probably are too, it's either a big win or a big loss on these earnings. And it just moves these companies, just yanks them around. Rigetti, CoreWeave, Big Bear after the close today. So keep your eye on this week's, and let's see what else. Circle, before the open on Wednesday, that's coming in with earnings as well. Cisco, after the close on Wednesday. And let's see. Thursday, we've got Disney. In the morning, we've got Canadian Solar. I think you can see this. I'm trying to fit everything into my screen here. Canadian Solar on Thursday before the open. Applied Materials after the close on Thursday. So another big earnings week. And we really have to keep an eye on these. And just notice, like, when your company's earnings are reporting, you may want to hedge a little bit by either selling a covered call against it, like a LEAP, a longer term contract that will go up as the stock price goes down. And then you have an opportunity to buy it back at a later date at a better price. So that's one option to go with, and it brings in money into the portfolio right away, as opposed to buying a put, which can become expensive, if you're having to cover all your positions with puts. So I really like the idea of a LEAP for these contracts instead of, I'll give you an example here. Let's look at the options view on Big Bear. And so recently I've been selling the January 15, 2027, 10 calls. So way out of the money. Here we go. 10 calls. I sold them last week for just over $2 a share, and 202 actually. And now they're sitting, look at that. The ask is sitting at $1.83. So the profit already is from 202 to $1.83, because the bid when I sold them was 202. Now the ask is $1.83. So if I ever wanted to cover that position anytime soon, all I would do is go in, buy them back at $1.83, and profit the difference between 202, which was the bid at the time I sold them, and $1.83. That would be the profit. So that's how that works. The other way, what you can do is you can buy a put, but if you're not, if you're missing the mark and the stock continues to go up, these expire worthless, and you're out money instead of earning money on the sale of the call contract. So just a little, hopefully that's helpful to you all. And I just wanted to share with you, how I'm working with this earnings coming up today. All right, First Majestic, again, looking super sweet here. Looks like a threading is happening today as we speak. As you can see, blue box moves above the SMA 50, so price has gone above the SMA 50. That is considered a golden cross and a very, very positive thing for the stock. So hope you all have a great week, and I will be here next Monday as well, live streaming. Our thanks to all the veterans out there who have served to protect our country and keep us safe. We're so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. God bless, and we'll see you next week.